Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to my channel. So today I am here with one more revision video with respect to FSSI. So what I have done is with respect to the FSSI portions. So I have added also the current affairs part so that it will be also a boost for its general awareness. So basically the current affairs from October, November, December, January, and February and March. So these are the 6 months which we need to focus more on, and the initial 3 months, that is January, February, and March. And on these 3 months we need to focus more because the weightage will be more from these 3 months. Okay. So with that, we will start the revision classes. So it consists of both static and current affairs part with respect to both FSSAI and other general topics that are in news. Okay. So the first question is Standards on Weights and Measurements Act 1976 comes under. So under which ministry the Standards of Weight and Measurement 1976 comes under? So the answer is Department of Consumer Affairs, Government of India. So it is under Ministry of Consumer Affairs itself. The names are similar, so don't get confused here. So the next question is Agmark Act comes under which of the following ministries? So Agmark is very easy to guess here, but the thing is we can eliminate option A and option D. So we may be confused with option B and option C. So you need to be very careful in these kind of questions. See, both the Directorate of Marketing and Inspection and Department of Agriculture and Cooperation comes under Ministry of Agriculture. So, but we need to be very careful, like under which department the Agmark Acts comes under. So basically, it comes under Department of Agriculture and Cooperation. So please remember this. Don't get confused between B and C. Answer is Department of Agriculture and Cooperation. So Bureau of Indian Standards comes under. See, these are the different departments which are related to some in one or the other way with respect to food certification or food inspection or anything. So I have added these kind of questions because FSSI usually asks these kind of questions. Okay. So Bureau of Indian Standards comes under which of the following? So is it Department of Consumer Affairs, Directorate of Marketing, Directorate of Agriculture, and Department of Legal Metrology. So again, BIS comes under Department of Consumer Affairs itself. So this is the second one we are talking where the Bureau of Indian Standards comes. Agencies involved behind plant quarantine regulation of import into India Order 2003 are. So which of the following option is involved in this act, that is order plant quarantine regulation of import into India? So this is an obvious question where we can guess it because it is under Department of Agriculture and Cooperation. So with respect to this, you may get confused with the Health and Family Welfare, but don't worry, since it is related to the Plant Quarantine Act order, so it will be coming under Department of Agriculture. Which of the following are responsible for implementation of FSSAI? So this is a very easy question. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Which of the following states launched the milk price incentive scheme in December 2021? See, this is with respect to December current affairs. So, one of the state had started the milk price incentive. So, we need to guess which of the following was the state which started this milk price incentive. So, it is from Uttarakhand. So, usually in Uttarakhand, the milk production is a bit less as compared to other states. So, due to this, the government has started this milk price incentive so that the farmers or the dairy cooperatives start to increase more production of the milk. Which of the following decided to sign an MOU with Kendriya Vidyalaya Board to support and educate the children of war veterans, ex-servicemen, and war widows? So these are the three categories where war veterans, that is experienced army personnel, and ex-servicemen and war widows. Okay, so due to for these three things, bank has signed an MOU with Kendriya Sainik Board. So which of the bank had signed this MOU? So the answer here is State Bank of India. Okay, it is neither of these. So answer is State Bank of India. Which river basin is associated with Hyderabad Wetland? See, this is very important question because of its recent news. So this is 47th wetland. Okay, so Hyderabad is the 47th wetland and it is in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Okay, my question is, which of the following river is associated with Hyderabad wetland? So it is spread between two rivers, that is Ganga and Saloni. So in between these two rivers, the Hyderpur wetland is found, but prominently it is referred to as Ganga River. Okay, please remember this. This is very important question because of its relevance. And one more thing, two new wetlands were declared on International Wetland Day. Okay, so these were the 48th and 49th. So my question is, what are these 48th and 49th wetlands that was recently declared as Ramsar site? So please answer your answer in the comment section. Which South American country recently approved a law allowing same-sex marriage? So this is recent news that has been in the current affairs because of its relevance. So which of the South American country, okay, has recently approved a law allowing same-sex marriage? So that is answer is Chile. Okay, Chile is the one that has allowed this law. Who was the Google's most searched for personality in India in 2021? So the answer is Neeraj Chopra. So this is a very easy question to answer. Enrichment of lakes due to high concentration of organic nutrients is known as humus formation, biomagnification, eutrophication, nitrosification. So this is the common term that you would have studied in your school days also. So the answer is eutrophication, where the increase in the chemical content enriches the lake, but it may also lead to the biological oxygen demand, chemical oxygen demand. So the answer is eutrophication. So, what is the status of Bright's Well seen in the news recently? So, Bright's Well was in news because on the coast of Australia and New Zealand, lots of whale had come to the beaches. Okay, without going back, they were dead, declared dead at the beaches itself. So, one more whale called as pilot whale. So this was also found near the beaches of Australia. So and one among them is Bright's whale. So the question is, what is the status of this Bright's whale seen in the recently news? Extinct, endangered, least concerned, and near threatened. So the answer is endangered. Okay. Remember this. These kind of IUCN status are also very important. Even though these kind of questions based on IUCN status has not been asked in FSSAI, but it may be equally important for other examinations also. The number of amendments of Indian Constitution are how much? Actually, this is an old data, but according to the updated data, there are 105 constitutional amendment acts that has been taken. So my question is, which of the following will mention the 105th constitutional amendment act? So the answer is with respect to OBC. So, as per the 101st or 102nd Constitutional Amendment Act, only the President of India was able to add or remove any of the caste in the OBC list, both in the central and the state list. Okay, but in according to 105th Act, the Parliament enacted this act, and it was voted unanimously in the Parliament that the state government was also given the power to add the castes in the OBC list of the state list. Okay, so central list is now handled by central list, whereas the state list is handled by the state list. Before, both of them were handled by the central list. So due to this problem, this 105th Constitutional Amendment Act was brought. Okay, remember these things. The pH of packaged drinking water shall be between 6 to 8, 6.5 to 7.5, 6.5 to 8.5, 6.5 to 8. So usually the water will be in a neutral state, that is 7. Okay, it may reach up to plus or minus 0.5 also, but they're asking about pH of packaged drinking water like the Bisleri or Kinley. So we need to answer what will be the pH of these kind of packaged drinking water. So according to the standards, it is 6.5 to 8.5. This is the range that has been provided. Usually it will be between 6.5 to 7.5 itself, but due to it is a packaged water and the range has been increased to 6.5 to 8.5. This is according to the standards that has been set. So UNESCO has added Durga Puja in Kolkata to its 2021 list of intangible cultural heritage. Now, intangible cultural heritage in India has been increased too. So previously there were some many intangible heritages. So first I will tell you what is this intangible cultural heritage. So intangible cultural heritage means which we cannot feel or which we cannot do it again. So these are the things. For example, patents, copyrights. So these are not physically available. Okay, but these are the things which we cannot feel, but we cannot repeat it also. So this is the meaning of intangible cultural heritage. So now Durga Puja has been added. This means this Durga Puja cannot be performed in any part of the world which as a replica to the India's. Okay, so for example in West Bengal, if it is performed, then this cannot be copied, like it is so unique in nature. So if they copy also, it won't be an exact replica. So these kind of places or any cultural movements of a country will be added into the UNESCO intangible cultural heritage site. There are also cultural heritage site, that is one more list called as tangible cultural heritage site. So those things are different from intangible. So now the question is, this has been added to the intangible cultural heritage site. Now, how many of them are there in total in India? So that is the question that has been mentioned here. So the answer here is 14. It has been increased to 14. So please remember all the other 13 also. It is very important. For example, Buddhist chanting, Kumbh Mela, and other things. There are other 13 lists. So please remember them also. It will be very useful. Which state's Ascot Wildlife Sanctuary has been declared as the Ascot Wildlife Sanctuary eco-sensitive zone? So the question is simple. So we need to find where this Ascot Wildlife Sanctuary is present. So this was also in recently in news itself. So the answer is Uttarakhand. So Ascot Wildlife Sanctuary is present in Uttarakhand. FSSA, that is FSS Act, has not repealed which of the following? So Consumer Protection Act, Prevention of Food Adulteration Act, the Food Product Order, and Meat Food Product Order. So the answer here is Consumer Protection Act. So Consumer Protection Act is a separate entity in itself because it deals with other things with respect to consumers, whereas Food Safety Act deals with other dynamic things because of the food regulation. So prevention of food adulteration, meat food, and everything. These three has been repealed by FSSA, but not the Consumer Protection Act. Okay, so remember this. This looks easy, but after looking at the option, it will be quite confusing. So which of the following has the power to cancel the license? So food safety officer, no, you can directly eliminate this. For food and all of the above can also be directly eliminated. Food analyst can also not do these kind of things. Only designated officer has this power. But in usually in films and all, they'll show that food safety officer goes into a hotel and he will cancel the license provided. No, but only the designated officer can do these things. So remember this. The power to cancel the license is with the designated officer. Under Section 92 of FSSA Act, the power of making regulations are given to which of the following? So the power has been given only to one authority, that is Food Authority. So this is like the head of Food Safety and Standard Authority of India. So only the Food Authority has this power of making regulations. Okay. President's rule can be imposed under which of the article of the Constitution of India? So we need to know these things also because there are certain types of emergency known as a national emergency, president's rule, and financial emergency. So till now, president's rule has been imposed so many times in India. Okay, so it would be better to know the articles. So according to Article 356 of the Constitution, president's rule can be imposed under the state who allocates and reshuffles various portfolios among the minister. So recently it was also in news because almost 3 to 4 months back there was cabinet reshuffling and the portfolios were issued and the new cabinet ministers were appointed. So who among the following has the power to do this? So the only power is with prime minister. So prime minister is the one that has the power to reshuffle the uh, portfolios. Which institution released Tracking Universal Coverage 2021 Global Monitoring Report? So the answer is WHO. So please remember this because these kind of reports are usually asked in almost all the examinations. So the answer here is WHO for Tracking Universal Coverage 2021 Global Monitoring Report. So the next question is consider the following statements with respect to Miss Universe contest. So please remember this is very important because an Indian had won this contest recently. Okay, so Miss Universe is an international beauty contest conducted once in 3 years. It is conducted by United States based organization. Till now, India has won thrice this contest. So the here we need to just see how which all options can we eliminate. So it is conducted by United States. Yes, it is correct. India has won thrice. Yes, it is also correct. And it is conducted once in 3 years. No, this is wrong. Once in 1 year. So the answer here is 2 and 3. So recently, Sandhu. So she is an Indian who had won this Miss Universe contest. Okay, please remember her name also. And recently, Miss World contest was also conducted. See, Miss Universe is different from Miss World. Okay, see, I'll tell you the difference. Miss Universe is conducted by United States, whereas Miss World is conducted by UK. Okay, the same thing also applies here. It will be conducted once in a year, and this year it was won by Ford. So not your the car company. So her name is also Ford, and from affixed with one more full surname, but I am not sure about it. So her name is Ford. Remember these things. So Miss World is conducted by UK, and Miss Universe is conducted by United States. And this year's Miss Universe was won by Sandhu, whereas Miss World was won by Ford. Okay, these are the complete details with respect to Miss Universe and Miss World. Okay. So that's all for today, guys. So I have covered many questions with respect to all the aspects mentioned in the syllabus, with respect to current affairs, with respect to FSSI organization, and also the static GK. Okay. So I'll get more such videos so that it will be helpful for your revision. Okay, so that's all for today. If you like the video, please like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you.